Hey, what's up, kings and queens? So it's Say. I am back for another video. This time we're going to be just discussing the community post in the most recent video that I put up where I wanted you guys' opinion, where it was the top 10 musicians worldwide of the 2010s decade. So I wanted to see whether you guys agree with the list or not, and then I had told y'all to write down your comments for the reason why, who you think should be on the list. There were a lot of comments on the video as well as the community post. So what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be discussing whether I agree with the list or not, and also whether I agree with what you guys wrote down. So I'm excited. First of all, let me go ahead and tell y'all who's on the list. So for number 1 is BTS, number 2 is Ariana Grande, 3 is Drake, 4 is Rihanna, 5 is Cardi B, 6 is Justin Bieber, 7 is Beyonce, 8 is Kanye West, 9 is Billie Eilish, I think that's how you pronounce her last name, and 10 is Lady Gaga. So already from the comments, a lot of people were saying that these were kind of like pop people, and there were a lot of people that wrote down like, why isn't this person on the list, why isn't this person on the list? So I'm gonna start off with some of the comments from the community post, and also like right now, for instance, number 10 is Lady Gaga. So I feel like, I honestly feel like Lady Gaga does deserve to be on the list because she was very influential with her music and stuff like that, and I feel like she was very theatrical, and I think it opened it a lot when it comes to like what people look for now in like the pop area for their music videos, as well as like her voice is like really pretty, which kind of, I don't know, it still surprises me for some reason, because I don't know why, like I would think she would have a bad voice, but for whatever reason I do. But her voice is really pretty, and like I said, she never fails to disappoint when it comes to her music videos as well as her performance. So I do think that she deserves to be on the list. I don't know if I would put her in number 10 or somewhere else, but I feel like she earned it to be on the top 10 list for the decade. First off, let me go to some of the comments. So one person had wrote for us to take it down. It makes us look stupid. Decade in English is not a year. And then I had responded, was like, this isn't our list. It's from Billboard, so go tell them they look stupid. We're just discussing it. Because I feel like a lot of people don't read. They just write shit down. Which reading is fundamental, kids. So just keep that in mind for the future. Another person wrote, honey, there should be Nicki instead of Cardi. For sure, this is how many agree. 16 people say like liked it. And I do feel like Nicki Minaj deserves to be on the list. I don't understand why she wasn't. I don't really understand why Cardi B is on the list instead of Nicki. So I feel like that should be, like, Cardi should be taken off. Like, she's, Cardi has come a long way, but I don't think she's like top 10 influential just yet. I feel like Nicki Minaj definitely does deserve to be on the list. It's kind of disappointing that she wasn't on the list, because people were acting like, well, Billboard is acting like she just didn't do shit, so I was like, damn. Another person wrote, Nicki Minaj needs to be on this list. How are they gonna put, let me back out. Nicki needs to be on this list. How are they gonna put Cardi B when her achievements and honors can't compare to what Nicki has done for the decade of 2010s? Nicki Minaj, like hashtag Nicki Minaj. And I agree, official Jazer. I think Nicki definitely deserves to be on the list. So like I said, Cardi's gonna have to get knocked off and Nicki should be on there instead. So definitely. Another person said, honestly, as much as I like Cardi B, Nicki Minaj should be on here. Love or hate her, she was a female rapper of this decade and we gotta respect her success. So without a doubt, we are taking Cardi B off the list, and Nicki Minaj is gonna get put on the list. So Billboard, I'm needing for y'all to come through, edit that shit real quick, because clearly, it's only been like what? It's 3 people already have wrote that she deserves to be on the list, and I agree completely. Hold on one second, y'all. My bad, y'all. I'm back. Y'all know how the pets are. They be all over the place. All I hear is like running around and shit. So the next person wrote, I think Eminem has them all beat in sales, records, and awards. This shit is funny. And 6 people like that. So, it's like I feel like Eminem should be on the list because I know who he is and what he's did. But, like, I don't think I would have him on the list. Like, I like Eminem, but not the way that y'all like Eminem. So it's like I can see the reason why he should be on the list, but I don't know if I would put him on my list, if that makes sense. Like, I would put probably like another rapper, but I get it. Another person wrote, but Rihanna ain't dropping shit though. But she has dropped stuff before, and it was in this time frame. So it's like I feel like, I mean, I like Rihanna, and I feel like she should be on the list. I don't know if she should be... What number was she? I don't know if she should be number 4. That's pretty high. But I can see her being on the list. Like, okay, I'm going to be honest with y'all. With this list, I'm going to go ahead and tell you straight up who I would take off. BTS, Cardi, Justin Bieber, Billie. Yeah. I'll probably leave Lady Gaga, Kanye West, Beyonce, Rihanna, Drake, and Ariana Grande. And then I'm going to see whether I agree with, like, who y'all have written down. What's this list based on? This is what another person wrote. No Eminem, no Nicki Minaj. Adele got more Grammys than the entire list combined. They chose Kanye over Kendrick, Joyner, J. Cole, Cardi over Nicki. It's all suspect. Which I agree. Like, you know, like earlier somebody said about Eminem. Obviously somebody said something about Nicki. I forgot about Adele, I'll be honest with you. I don't know if she should be on the list, but I ain't even gonna front. Like, I did buy Adele's album, and her voice is so freaking amazing, like, by far. And then when it comes to, like, they chose Kanye over Kendrick, Joyner, J. Cole. Like, I mean, on my list, I would definitely put J. Cole. Definitely, because I love me some J. Cole. But I don't know, like, a lot of people, like, listen to J. Cole, but then at the same time they don't, so it's kind of upsetting. And another person wrote, 70% of the list don't even write their own shit, so nah, LOL. True. Very true. Another person wrote, no thanks. Another person wrote, Adele with question marks, so you want Adele on the list. What the fuck, no Eminem or NF how. And with NF, I've heard somebody say their name, I think it's like a group, but I'm not for sure. But definitely, like, I can see why y'all want Eminem on there. Somebody wrote Billie Eilish just got hot, but I don't think she should be on the list. It's so weird that she is on the list. Like, no shade, but it's just like, she's like a new artist, and I don't think she's at that point yet. How is Cardi B in the top 10 of the decade and Nicki isn't? A lot of people got a lot of issues with that. A lot of people got issues with Billie being on there. Somebody said none of them are. One person asked why Taylor Swift isn't up there. And I can see how Taylor Swift would be up there because a lot of people listen to Taylor Swift. And speaking of, I'm going to do a video with the top 10 paid musicians of the decade. And Taylor Swift is definitely on there. Let me see. Somebody kind of went in saying that Billie is an overrated piece of trash and didn't become popular until 2 years ago. Now all of a sudden she's an artist of the decade. Oh, shut this shit down. And BTS as well. They aren't, and I ain't gonna keep reading because David was just going in. Samuel wrote, Jesus, no, LL, just rap and R&B. There are other genres, you know. Yes, Samuel, we do know. However, we didn't make the list, so chill the fuck out. BTS should be removed because their date is fake. Some people say they can see the argument between but Kanye being there, but the rest they don't agree with. So far what I'm getting is that a lot of people don't agree with Cardi, Billie, and a lot of people have an issue with Nicki not being on there, as well as Eminem and Adele, surprisingly too. A lot of people are saying that Kanye does deserve to be on there, because I'm not going to read all these comments because y'all wrote like a lot. Yeah, y'all wrote like a lot. So we're going to go to the videos real quick because I want to see what, like, there were some good comments with the videos. Hold on. Okay, so I got onto the video. And I'm gonna read some of the comments as well, and that way you guys can kind of, like, it was interesting because the community post, I feel like more so was like people that just came on the post and they saw the list and they're like, oh my gosh, no, where's Eminem, where's Nicki Minaj? While like some of the people that commented on the video, I think actually had watched what I had to say. So I'm gonna read that right there. So somebody wrote, sales wise, Eminem smashes more than half this list. And then I asked, should they be on the list and why? And Horror on Tour, that's the person's name. In my opinion, he should be on this list. Over 10 years, we're talking 5 platinum albums. In the end, you can debate for any artist how much impact they have, but it always comes to taste. Sales determine the popularity, and if you're going to talk greatest artist, sales is definitely a major factor. But other than that, Eminem had a huge impact in 2011 with Recovery, in 2018 with Kamikaze. In between that, he has kept his fans happy with albums that may not have been for the general public, but still outsold most artists, which is true. Not that I have anything against the other artists on the list, but none of them have been on top for 10 straight years, but all had gaps doing other things than making music, just like Eminem. Over the whole decade, I do think he should be on there, with all due respect, but Billie Eilish has only been around for a few years. Lady Gaga and Kanye haven't made music in ages, although I understand why they are on the list. Well, for the record, I do agree with Billie. Lady Gaga is working on a new album, and Kanye dropped like two albums, I think, recently. I also believe Ed Sheeran and Adele should be on the list. Not sure who should be taken off though. Billie Eilish for sure, she hasn't done enough yet. Justin Bieber, in my opinion, hasn't made a whole lot of truly inspiring music, but has been growing lately. But I would take them off and add Eminem and Ed Sheeran. I prefer Adele over Kanye. Probably Kanye is a great producer and decent rapper, but he had a really short peak and then became more of a businessman than artist. And then they also said they forgot Taylor Swift. I haven't listened to Ed Sheeran like that to know or feel that he should be on the list, but I do agree with you when it comes to Eminem, because, like, I mean, for my list, I wouldn't have him on there, but I can see how everybody else would. And then I agree when it comes to Justin Bieber. I don't know, like, the album I feel like that was like most inspiring to me from him was that like acoustic album or whatever, where damn, I have to put a picture of it. I like listen to songs from it, but I cannot think of it. Oh, I don't know if the album was called All That Matters, or if the song on there I'm thinking of is All That Matters. I feel like it's a song. And I feel like I'm gonna have to disagree with you. Like, Kanye is a great producer, but he also has been creating albums, because I went to one of his concerts like a few years ago, maybe like two or three. And he's been coming out with stuff. I haven't listened to his new album because I really just don't want to, because he's all over the place right now. But I feel like he deserves to be on the list. And like I said, I could see with Taylor Swift. Jamarcus had wrote about, what about Mariah Carey? She is rightfully one of the artists of the decade. I don't know about this decade. I could see like 2000 to 2010. But maybe I need to do some more research on Mariah Carey. But I don't know. I just can't see it. Like, Mariah Carey, she's like, I don't know. She kind of fell off. Like, even though she just, like, her All I Want for Christmas song, like, just hit #1 on Billboard. But, like, what else has she put out, like, lately? Hey, I'm Broke, J. Cole. Definitely. For my list, I don't know about everybody else, but J. Cole is just an amazing rapper, and I feel like he's so underrated, and it's just ridiculous. Trio Fam wrote Cardi over Nicki. Nicki ran the female rap game, so I asked, should Nicki be on the list? He wrote, hell yeah, Cardi on this list. Nicki ran this decade. On top 100 songs is Drake, Lil Wayne, and Nicki. She passed Aretha Franklin for hits to hit the chart over 100 songs. Won like 7 out of 8 BET Awards straight. Her fan base big. I agree. I definitely feel like Nicki needs to be on the list. I feel like they like shit at her when it comes to this. Shamari Fenty wrote, this list is questionable at best. I agree. I mainly question BTS, Cardi B, and Billie Eilish presence. Billie just broke out in 2019, Cardi in 2018, and BTS became an internet phenomenon just in just in 2018 as well, because they were so new to success. I don't think they deserve spots over artists like Kendrick Lamar, Katy Perry, and Taylor Swift, The Weeknd, or even Ed Sheeran, who were consistent throughout the decade. Oh, sorry, y'all. I'm tired. Oh, I'm getting old, but okay. All things considered, including sales, streams, impact, influence, etc. Here are my top 10 artists of the decade. Okay, let me see whether I agree with you or not. Now, I should have known you was going to put Rihanna because you got Rihanna picture. But you got Rihanna number 1, Beyonce at 2, Katy Perry at 3, Taylor Swift at 4, Ariana Grande at 5, Lady Gaga at 6, Ed Sheeran at 7, Kendrick at 8, The Weeknd at 9, and Justin Bieber at 10. And honorable mentions, you have Adele, Nicki Minaj, and Drake. And then another person wrote, it's not about when, it's about how. Somebody asked, where's Nicki? I asked, do you think she should be on the list? And they said that Nicki is the highest selling female rapper of the decade. And this is a fact. Another person wrote, we just gonna disrespect Chris Brown and Bruno Mars. So I asked whether they feel like they should be on the list. They wrote, Bruno Mars has arguably one of the best albums of the decade with 24 Magic, and what hasn't Chris Brown done? He is the king of R&B, unstoppable talent. So I feel like I can see Chris Brown definitely being on the list. I don't think I would put Bruno Mars on the list though, but I would definitely put Chris Brown. So for my list, and this is no like specific order, I would put Beyonce, J. Cole, Rihanna, Nicki, Ariana Grande, who else? I'll put Taylor Swift, Kendrick, I don't know. I'm like, oh, Chris Brown. I don't know if I already said Chris Brown. And I guess I would put Eminem on there only because I know it's well deserved, but I don't really listen to his music like that. So I don't agree with Billboard's list like at all. I will actually. I'm like, would I have Drake on there or not? Damn. Nah, even though I went to his concert, I wouldn't put Drake on there. But yeah, I don't agree with Billboard's list at all. I just, like, it didn't make any sense to me. Which is why I wanted y'all to talk about it and let me know whether you agree with the list or not, and then write your own list down. Some of y'all did, some of y'all didn't. I appreciate everybody that commented on the videos. We will be doing more videos like this before the year ends. And this, probably some of the other ones still will actually be a part of it. But I plan on talking about like the top 10 paid musicians, the top 10 sports people paid, the highest paid like sports performers, if that makes sense. And I'm curious to see what you guys will have to say about it. I might go ahead and put the list in the video, might not, might end up putting it up for a community post. And we're going to be doing other videos as well, but I'm excited to see what y'all have to say. I enjoy making videos for y'all like this, and I hope y'all enjoy watching it as well as like interacting with us. So, excuse me. So stay tuned. I'm still like sleepy right now, so it's like a struggle voice, but I hope y'all enjoyed watching this video and commentating with me as well. So I'll see y'all in the next video. Don't forget to like, comment down below, subscribe, and share our videos. We are coming into 2020, and I look forward to being able to make more content for you guys that's like a little bit more relatable compared to like reaction videos. We're still gonna be doing reaction videos, but I want to get a little bit more personal with y'all and like really interact with our subscribers. So y'all don't forget to follow us on our social medias. If you follow me on the social media, you write something to me or comment on my story, I like 80% of the time I will respond back, as long as it's not anything inappropriate, and if it is, then I'm gonna cuss you out. So that's that. But I will see you guys later. Bye.